Okay, we're back with you again, and you know, you heard the story about the plane crash and all the smoke coming out the back, so I think for a little bit here we'd like to talk to Steve and get some technical information on really what's happening today on some of the chemicals and how mosquito control has gone completely out of their way to be environmentally friendly and people friendly. So Steve, can you tell us something about that?
Well, yes, back when we had the DC3s, we used an organophosphate. Actually, it's the same pesticide we use now in the Islander back here. But back then we did thermal fogging, where it was mixed with diesel fuel and oil. And we would put out 60,000 gallons of half-burned diesel fuel a year on an average. So now we don't do that. We do what's ultra-low volume. So the pesticide goes out just concentrated, but it comes out in very, very small droplets. About 25 microns, which is 25 millionths of a meter. And so it is a general insecticide, and it will affect other insects too. So we try to minimize it. We do it early in the morning, right at daylight, when other insect activity is low. And we only do it when we absolutely have to. Now we concentrate, like I said earlier, on the larvicide. That's what we use the helicopters for, mostly. We do generally, most of our operations is a granular larvicide. The toxic on there is made from derived from a bacteria that's very specific to mosquito larvae, and it really has no effect on anything else, the fish or the other insects that are in the water. So it's the safest thing available these days at all. And we also, a few years ago after the dengue outbreak, we needed a way of trying to get rid of those container mosquitoes that are in the water, in those containers around everybody's houses in Key West. We have a large crew of people that goes house to house, but they just weren't able to do the job completely. So we needed another tool. So along with Valent, who supplies the material, we developed a technique to be able to treat small containers, even this small, in people's backyards under the bushes from the helicopter.
Wow.
So we do that now on a regular basis during the summer to keep those down in Key West, and we've expanded that operation now for another invasive mosquito that is coming into the Keys that is very similar in habit to the ones we were talking about, but more aggressive. And tomorrow we're going to be treating 550 acres on Big Pine for these have come in and try to knock those down. We're about the only county in the state that hasn't been overrun by these kind of mosquitoes. So we've been hammering them pretty hard trying to keep them out.
Absolutely great, fantastic.
So that's what we do now.
Could you tell the folks maybe some of the things we can do as people to help you guys out?
Oh, absolutely. First off, you know, it's very important to take care of the containers around your house. You know, flush out those containers and get the standing water away from your house, because our guys are out treating large areas and stuff, and then you come back and you've got a flower pot breeding mosquitoes in your front yard. You know, it becomes a problem. So do that. That's the biggest thing. And then call us if you do have a problem.
Sure.
You know, just call us and we'll have somebody come to your house and find out what the problem is. If it's something local, they'll take care of it. If it's a widespread area, we may schedule a spray truck or whatever. So we need the citizens' input. We need your help at your houses, and then we need your input for what you see around, because our inspectors can't be everywhere every minute.
How about a telephone number if they wanted to call mosquito control?
292-7190, and it doesn't matter if you're in the upper Keys, lower Keys, or the middle Keys. All of our phone systems and computers are all connected throughout the Keys, so you can call that number or any one of the published numbers, and we'll be there within 24 hours to take care of that problem.
You know, Steve, I'm a pilot, as you well know, and behind us is a mosquito control helicopter, which I was very skeptical at first as to whether or not it was a good investment for the taxpayers, but you've changed my mind, I want to tell you. However, I haven't seen how this thing works, and maybe we can show the people a little bit about, if there's nothing proprietary, how this works, and give them a better idea, because the more people understand of what's happening at the airport and what this airport does for them and how important it is. And I just want to say one more thing before we take a look at the helicopter. Look at your tax bills. The amount of money that you're paying for mosquito control, for the ability to enjoy life, is minuscule, folks. Seriously, for all of us, no matter at what scale. So I'm gonna say it now, and I hope I can remember to say it on the close of this segment, but thank you thank Mosquito Control. You guys are just wonderful. So let's take a
Well,
look at
thank
this
you.
helicopter. What do you think? Going to take a break just for a second, reorient a little bit, and then we're going to show you this helicopter. So stand by.